welcome back to the YouTube channel. My name is Rachel and I'm an owner and craft educator here at Oak and Lamb. Today's video is for all of the brand new Cricut owners out there, and it is, hey, you've bought your Cricut, now what do? It can be a very daunting task. We have known people who have kept their Cricut in the boxes in their homes for months and even years before opening it and using it because they're intimidated. Now, it is a big, scary machine. It can seem super complicated to start with, but the hardest part is opening that box and start crafting. So today we've compiled only 3 that we feel you need to make as soon as you open your box. So these are gonna be craft projects that you guys are not gonna spend a lot of time and money on, which is gonna be amazing because beginners sometimes have little bumps in the road, sometimes they have hiccups, sometimes your first projects don't turn out super well, and that's okay. These are really good, affordable options for you to be able to create right out of the gate without worrying about spending too much time and too much money on them. That does bring me to another point, which is you need to know what you're passionate about before you even open that machine. What projects are you going to be passionate about making? Why did you buy your Cricut in the first place? Was it to make cards? Was it to run a t-shirt business? Was it to make mugs for your friends and family for the holidays? Think about what drives you. What is your passion in crafting? With that being said, I do encourage you guys to step out of your comfort zone a little bit and create different types of projects right when you open your machine, as that is a fantastic way to tell if you're passionate about other things you might have not thought about. Maybe you just wanted to make t-shirts, but maybe you placing some vinyl on a mug kind of had a light bulb go off and you're like, oh, I really enjoy this. I love it. I love the technique of it. I really enjoyed the process of making this. So we encourage you, even if you don't think you're going to want to create these 3 projects are really good staples to create right when you open your Cricut because they're easy and they can really expand your craft knowledge, and the skills that you'll learn when making each of these are all different when you're using your machine. You don't use the same materials. Sometimes you don't even use the same cutting mats. This one has heat. This one has transfer tape. There's a lot that goes into these, so the skills you'll learn using and creating these 3 projects will really help you in the future know and master your machine that much quicker. This is a video just on the projects we recommend you guys to make. If you want training on these or how to use these, we have some incredible training videos that we will be sprinkling all throughout this video. You can see some links above me, as well as I will have these linked in the description. That way you can go and enjoy these awesome videos and look at the training and understand how to use these products. Because if you're super new and you're like, okay, I want to make this t-shirt, how do I do it? We have videos on that. If you're like, ooh, I want to make a card, but I'm not sure how to get started, we have a video on that. We do not want to overwhelm you guys and make all of these in one video because we just think that would be really overwhelming for a brand new beginner Cricketer. So today's video is about breaking these down, hopefully answering some questions that you have and getting you confident enough to open that box. So if you want to make any of these, follow along the videos in the description down below, and let's get started. The 3 projects we recommend you making now that you've got your machine is a t-shirt. These are fantastic. We love t-shirts, so this is definitely one on the list. It will help you master iron-on. Next is a card. We love cards. Very simple, very cheap to make a card. They're made from paper, which is awesome. And next is a mug. Now I have this tumbler here because this is another option, but this is made with sublimation. But I love that it did have a little decal on it to kind of inspire you guys. But mugs are a really great way to master using vinyl and that transfer tape, especially since the surface is a little bit curved. So these are the 3 projects that we're going to be talking about today. First, let's talk t-shirts. T-shirts are a fantastic project to start with when you are a Cricut beginner, mostly because they can seem intimidating, but t-shirts are one of the easiest projects that you can make. Now, if you are extremely intimidated by the thoughts of purchasing a t-shirt and placing vinyl on it, you can use a cheap towel, like a bath towel, a hand towel for your kitchen, that you can buy at Walmart or the dollar store, and use that as your practice if you want to. But this is just a Gildan cotton shirt. We got this one at Hobby Lobby. They're always 40% off there, and this was a really good deal. It was just a couple of bucks. This is a youth t-shirt for one of Becca's kiddos, and we put a one layer, really easy HTV design on this. It says home is where the pants aren't, which is adorable. I love this cut file. But as you can see, it's super easy. Again, we do have training on this. You will need your easy press and your easy press mat and things like that. But if you're wanting to go this route, if you have a Cricut, we highly recommend you guys to get an easy press. We love the easy press mini. It is the most affordable easy press, and we use it for the majority of our projects. So if you have a Cricut and you're not really sure what you need, a Cricut Easy Press is a must for us. We use it all the time. So this is one of the projects you will use. Now, when you're using HTV, which we will have a video coming out about vinyl types and differences. So if it's already out, I'll link it below and above me here. But if it's not out yet, keep your eyes peeled for that, because it's going to be a great video for Cricut beginners to know differences in the vinyl, places that you can get vinyl for cheaper, the brands that we like and don't like, and all that good stuff, because vinyl is its own ball game. It can be very confusing. The vinyl you use on this t-shirt is not the same vinyl you will use on this mug. This is heat transfer vinyl, or HTV as we often call it, and it is exactly how it sounds. It needs heat to be able to activate and to transfer. So what happens is you place your design on here, take your measuring tape, measure it up, make sure it's good and in the center, and then you apply heat to it. That heat melts the adhesive on the back of this and allows it to bond with the fibers of the shirt, and it gives it a really, really nice finish. Now for this is made with adhesive vinyl. Now again, it is exactly how it sounds. It needs pressure and it's adhered. That's it. It's just a regular adhesive vinyl. It doesn't require any heat. So they are different products. Vinyl can be very daunting. We totally understand. We love to get our vinyl from 143 Vinyl. I will link that below as well. The HTV we like is called Caesar Easy Weed, and the regular vinyl that we like is called Starcraft. So I'll link those below if you're brand new. Also, ask any questions. Feel free to ask any questions in the comments. We love answering questions and making sure you guys are comfortable. But buy some cheaper shirts. Don't go out and buy a $15, $20 shirt if you're just beginning. That's a recipe for disaster. We want to make sure that you guys are gaining confidence and having some really good foundational projects that if you mess up, hey, that's okay. If you put this on incorrectly, or you forgot to mirror your image or anything like that, that's okay. You just have a couple bucks in this shirt. Not a big deal. Toss it, move on. That being said, it could be tempting to go buy a bunch of shirts and spend lots of time doing this. Just start with one. Don't overwhelm yourself. Start with one shirt. See how you do. See how you like it. If you make any mistakes, that's okay. Make sure you go nice and slow in design space. Make sure you're following all the protocols. Make sure you're mirroring your image when using HTV as always. Little things like that. Just make sure you're paying attention and going slow. It doesn't matter how fast you run the race. As long as you get to that finish line, it doesn't matter. And next up, cards. Now this is just a really cute card that Becca made for Valentine's Day. It has these cute little conversation hearts in it, but it's a really simple card with a liner. Super easy. Now there are so many, literally hundreds of thousands of cards that you guys can create. Some that are much easier than this. This does have a print and cut element in it, and it has some clear film like a shaker card. So there's a lot more easier routes that you can go in card making, but the basics is there's never a lot of money put into cards, so it's really a fantastic way to get used to using your machine and the tools that come along with your machine, because it is simple, because it is cheap. If you waste something, if you mess something up, toss it, move on. You've got a couple of cents into a couple sheets of paper, if that. So it's really no big deal. So this is just a super simple card that you can make. Again, cards are great options. Paper projects are great options. If you bought your Cricut and only want to do paper projects, definitely spend some time creating some really simple cards, getting to know your machine, getting to know the settings and the tools and how to use them and all that good stuff. So just take your time, but cards are a fantastic thing to learn. Even if you only want to make t-shirts, cards are still a really smart thing to learn because, again, like I mentioned, the skills that you'll need to make a card are completely different than the skills you'll need to create a t-shirt, and you need to know those skills. You want to have them in your arsenal so that you can become a better, more confident, well-rounded crafter. And last but not least is mugs. Mugs are super popular in the cricketing world. Applying vinyl to mugs is a relatively easy process with a couple of little tricks involved. Now again, you will need transfer tape with this. While transfer tape is built into HTV with t-shirts, it is not built into things like this, so you will have to have separate HTV. And again, we have a great beginner's guide to working with vinyl video that you can check out for all of those little tips and tricks. Always clean surfaces that you're placing vinyl on with rubbing alcohol. That's a great tip. For mugs, I love to get a little paint bottle and place my paint bottle under my handle so it's much more flat and straight while it's facing me. That way I can place my vinyl on and it can be straight rather than it be kind of curved like this sitting on the table and me trying to apply the vinyl down. Get it even like that. So a little paint bottle is a great little trick with mugs as well. There's a lot of different tips and tricks that I could get into in placing vinyl on mugs. But point is, it's a really great thing to start with because it is a little challenging. Now, this is a mug from the Dollar Tree. I picked this up yesterday at the Dollar Tree. So it was $1.25 because if you guys didn't know, Dollar Tree, where everything used to be $1, is now everything is $1.25, which, you know, it is what it is. So this was only $1.25 plus tax, of course. And again, if you mess it up, peel it off. You don't even have to throw this one away like you would have a card or your t-shirt. If you mess this up, take a little Cricut tool, pull all your vinyl off and call it a day. You do not have to seal this. You do not have to do anything special to the vinyl on your mug. Just hand wash it and dry it quickly and it will last a nice long time. There's a big debate on vinyl in the dishwasher, sealing vinyl on mugs, things like that. And I do have a video on should you seal your vinyl. So you can check that out if you want to. But again, just for the basics today, for the Cricut beginners, placing vinyl on a mug is a really great habit to get into. Do it 3 or 4, 5, 10 times if you want to. You master a lot of great skills working with vinyl and placing it on something like this. What did you all think of these really simple beginner Cricut projects? These are the ones you need to make right when you open that machine. Let me know in the comments below which of these you're going to make first. Now again, I urge you to make each and every one of these. And again, this tumbler was just here as a little bit of inspiration since we did have a finished t-shirt and a finished card, but nothing on the mug. I wanted to just give you guys a little bit of color, a little bit of design, and inspire you. So if you wanted to pick up something like this from the Dollar Tree or something like a mug or even a glass cup, anything like that will teach you the same types of skills that a mug would. So again, that's a great project to learn as well. You master so many skills doing these 3 techniques, working with HTV, paper, and regular adhesive vinyl. You will not believe how much you will learn in such a short amount of time. Thank you all so much for watching. If you do have any questions, leave them in the comments below, as well as any video suggestions that you guys would like to see, because here at Oak and Lamb, we love to inspire you guys and to give you guys what you want, whether that be education, crafting, whatever. So let us know down below. If you would like to join the flock today, we would love to welcome you into that amazing community. Click the very first link down below and see how you can join. Not only do we teach on Cricut, but we also teach on Glowforge, sublimation, woodworking, home decor, and so much more. We've been dabbling in things like resin and screen printing, and we just love to expand our crafty horizons so that we can teach you and make you all super confident no matter what you want to learn. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and ring that bell to get notified when more amazing videos like this come out. I'll see you another day for another video.